Hello, everybody, and welcome to our third webinar of this summertime program. I hope that you're doing really great today and you're ready to work because we're going to do some fun stuff with vocabulary, with the grammar, and so on. So let's see, how are you today? You can send one in the chat if you're doing great, and two in the chat if you think that this could be better. Let's follow our tradition. So I'm waiting for your numbers, and I really hope to see as many numbers one as it's possible. And here it is, our third webinar. And this week you have learned present perfect for the grammar, and also you have learned the words about environment and ecology. But before we start, let's check how attentive you are. We're going to watch the video where you will see some balls, bouncing balls, and you'll need to listen to the guy in this video, and you'll need to be attentive to see how many times this ball hits the ground. So let's start watching and counting.
How well can you stay focused on a simple counting task? Let's test our concentration by trying to count how many times these balls bounce. Each time a ball hits the ground counts as one bounce. Get ready, the balls will start bouncing in 3, 2, 1. So how many times did the balls touch the ground? What else did you see? Did you notice the balls change shape? Did you notice the background colour changed? If you noticed these changes, were you still able to count the correct number of bounces? Our brains can only take in so much information. We can easily miss things that are clearly in front of us, simply because our brain is busy doing something else. For us to see a change, like the shape of the circles, it has to be important or different enough for us to notice. When we do, we'll most likely lose track of what we were doing to begin with. This simple activity shows there's a limit to what our brain can handle, and we need to think about what we focus on, especially at times of increased risk. Now that you've got the hang of it, let's have another turn at the counting activity. Test your concentration again by seeing if you can correctly count the number of times the balls bounce, but only those that land in the shaded area at the bottom of the screen. Ready and focused? Let's go. How did you go this time around? 10 was the correct number of bounces. What else did you see? Did you notice the shaded area change shape? What about the background colour? Did you see the ghost appear? How about the ball with the face on it? If you spotted any of these, how did you go with correctly counting the number of bounces? It can be easier to spot these elements when our brain is primed to be on the lookout for them. However, we can't process everything on the screen and count the bounces successfully. Our brain can only take in so much information. What blind spots do you need to be managing today? Thanks for participating. To see more brain-based animations, make sure to visit our YouTube channel. Just search Centus Digital.
All right then. And as you can see, if you were really attentive for the first time, these balls hit the ground for 30 times, and the next time it was only 10. And as you can see, being concentrated maybe sometimes um, leaves you um, not seeing some other things, yeah, such as the shape of these balls or maybe the color of the background and some other stuff. That's why our brain is mm, the brain was one task actually usually, but I'm pretty sure that we can boost our concentration and we can learn how to be attentive more. And it's time for us to move to our grammar stuff. And this week, you have learned the present perfect tense. First of all, let's talk about this tense and when we use it, and then we can talk about the structure. So, first of all, pay attention to this chronological line with this woman. And here we've got three time periods: past, now or present, and future. And as you can see, present perfect tense is somewhere in the middle, but closer to now. So it starts from the present and it goes up to now. And one more word that shows the present perfect tense, this is the word result. Let's look at this, what it means. One example, she has made a delicious cake. We can say that now we can only see the result of her work. We can see this delicious cake, we can taste this cake, and we can observe this person, but we cannot see the process of this stuff because this process is already over. So it started in some time in the past, but the result can be seen now. So present perfect tense is used to talk about the result of the things that we started in the past and the result that we can see now. And also we can talk about the thing that we don't exactly know when it happened. So yeah, she has made a delicious cake, but when? Was it 1 hour ago? Or maybe it was 1 day ago? Or maybe it's only 15 minutes. You're not sure about this. That's why we can only use it to talk about the result. Now let's move to the structure. Here we've got three forms as usual: affirmative or positive, negative, and interrogative or question form. Let's start with the affirmative form and how we can use it. First of all, the structure is similar to all tenses. We've got subject first. Different subjects, such as I, we, you, they, he, she, or it, and also some names and other nouns. So you've got the first subject, and then after that, you need to have another word. This will be have or has. And you need to remember when you can use have and when you use has. So if you have your subject such as I, we, you, or they, you need to use have. But if your subject is he, she, or it, you need to use has. So if it's I use I have. But if it's she, I use she has. Just like here. But be attentive and remember that sometimes you can have some other words, such as names or nouns. For example, the word chef. Yeah, we can say that this is she or a woman, but she also can be a chef. And that's why we need to think what pronoun we can use to replace the word chef. And chef, it can be he or she, and we know that for he and she, and also it, we've got the word has. That's why chef has. Yeah. And After that, we need to use the past participle or um, the thing that is the third form of the verb. For example, if it's the word try, we need to think, is it regular or irregular verb? So if it's regular verb, you can add ed, but if it's irregular, you need to remember what the third form of this word is. So if it's try, you use tried. If it's write, you have written, and so on. And here's one question: if it happens in the past, but it affects the present. Yeah, that's right. I have tried sushi. Talking about this one, you can say that it happened in the past, but and this is our experience. So another thing that we can use to talk about present perfect tense is to talk about our past experiences. So something that happened in the past, yeah, and we still have this experience. You can still say that you have tried sushi, but you tried it before and you can't remember exactly when you have tried sushi. All right, then, negative form. Here we also have subject, and then we've got have or has, but um, as it's negative form, we need to add the word not. So we have not, or has not. But it's a good idea to use contractions or short forms haven't and hasn't. Don't forget that we can use it like this too. And the next thing, it's past participle. Again, you don't need to have the infinitive form. You still have the form of past participle, ed, or third column of irregular verbs. And if you had the sentence, I have tried sushi, then you can say, I have not tried sushi. So just like that. And the next one, it's question form or interrogative form. Here we have the same order of the words as in all question forms. Have or has go to the first place, then you've got subject, and then past participle and question mark too. It sounds like this. Have you tried sushi? So you're talking about this person's experience. You're asking the person, have you tried sushi? And by the way, I can ask you guys, have you tried sushi? And you can answer in the chat, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. And that will be how we shortly can answer these yes no questions. Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. You can write your answer about sushi in the chat. All right, then. So to sum up, present perfect tense is used to talk about results. She has made a delicious cake. Experiences. I have tried sushi, and also the things that happened in the past, but we don't really know when it happened. And of course, it's time for us to practice a little bit. And now we're going to practice this present perfect tense to talk about life experiences. And here we need to look at these sentences and think what verb we can use here and what present perfect tense form we can use. For example, let's do number one with me and then it's your turn. Meg and Steve to Japan once. The phrase once, it means one time. One time. All right then. And here, first of all, let's say what verb we can use here. Maybe to Japan, like maybe it's about traveling, travel, or maybe it's about visiting, or maybe it's about being or something. And if it's to, we usually use the word be. But we've got Meg and Steve. These are two people, and here we've got have, not has. That's why the correct form here will be have been. Meg and Steve have been to Japan once. This is their life experience. You know that they visited Japan. That's for sure. But you don't know when. And they can still say now that they have visited this country. So they can talk about this experience in their life. All right, then we are moving to number two, where you need to write your ideas. And then, well, we're going to see if it's correct. I, a volcano. It's very exciting. So, guys, what verb, first of all, what verb we can use here? And how we need to change this form. I have traveled. Maybe something different? Imagine you're talking about this volcano experience. Waiting for your replies in the chat. Just write number one, number two, exactly. Yeah, number two. We're talking about number two, and just the word. If it's have or has, and then what participle form we've got here. So Arsenia is saying is something like I have seen a volcano. It's very exciting, and of course it's true. You're right. Nice work. Number three, my mom, a lot during her life. Well, it's kind of tricky because different actions can be here, especially about mom doing different stuff. So you can write number three and what you think we can have here. All right then, what about mom? Let's check, and you can say if you were right about this one or not. My mom has worked a lot during her life, so like her work experience and so on. So why not? We can use this word in this sentence. Number four, we different sports at school. Right, please, number four. And what do you think we've got here? We and different sports at school. One more thing, guys. I can see that you're writing the word have or has, and then you're writing the verb, but don't forget to change the form of the verb. It's like if you're writing the word travel, then you need to add ed because this is a regular verb. And you're writing traveled, not just travel. Number four, we have done different sport. That's your idea, and that's correct here. Cool. Number five, John, for the math test. Let's think what we can do for the math test. All right, waiting for your replies actually. All right then. Don't forget that it's the present perfect tense. So you need to follow the grammar rules here, right? One of the ideas is has done for the math test, but what he has done, that's the thing. Yeah. Okay, let's see the answer. You can say if you had this answer too. John has prepared for the math test. Of course, that we can use this phrase to talk about preparation, about the tests, maybe some other things, exams, and so on. All right, number six, you and your new jacket. Your mother will get very angry. Let's think what we can do to make our mom really angry. And then let's write this phrase in the chat. Okay, any ideas? Have cut your new jacket. Yeah, maybe this problem can happen here. All right, any other ideas? Maybe some other problems can happen to this jacket that mom have broken, have bought your new jacket. But I don't think that if you have bought the jacket, your mother will get really angry. Maybe this something really bad should have happened. And you have lost your new jacket. Yeah, the idea about cutting this jacket was good as well, but here we've got one more, have lost your new jacket. Yeah, and of course, mom will be very angry. Number seven, the children, their homework. So now they are playing football in the park. Have done. All right then. And that's true. Real grammar professionals, I must say. Number eight, Mary, that film on TV many times. Let's talk about Mary in number eight. Mary and that film on TV many times. All right then, and if you have this option has seen, then my congratulations, that's correct. Very good. Number nine, I, my grandparents very often this year. What do you think we can have here? I and my grandparents very often this year. I'm pretty sure that you know the answer, and I can see some of your answers here. Let's check if they are correct. I have visited. Yay! We're doing great. Nice work, everybody. Number 10. The cat, all the food. Yeah, cats, they are like this. They like to do this stuff with the food. So, your idea for our final sentence in this exercise, the cat, all the food. All right then, everybody, and let's check. And the cat has eaten all the food. Of course. What else do cats do to the food? Of course, they eat this. Has eaten. Yeah, this is the third form. Eat, ate, eaten. All right then. Nice work, everybody. It's time to move to our B part. And here we need to complete the sentences using the verbs in brackets in the negative. So, as you remember, negative form, it means that we've got subject, then we have the word have or has, but we need to add not before we put the word in the third form. So let's start. Peter not eat the sandwich because he's not feeling well. Right? But now let's talk about this one. It's also the word eat, but this is Peter, and this is a negative sentence. So any ideas here, guys? And this is really simple because it's literally the same, but we need to add not. Peter hasn't eaten the sandwich because he's not feeling well. If you do have this, very good. Number two, Mary not write the email to her best friend. Okay, guys, what about this one? Mary not write the email to her best friend. Present perfect again. And here, this is the negative form, so try to be very attentive here. This is present perfect, guys. Don't use present simple here. And your answers hasn't written, yeah? And let's check if it's true. Mary hasn't written the email to her best friend. That's right. Very good. Number three, I not finish this exercise. Present perfect again. And uh, negative form again. But guys, present perfect, it's not do or does. Present perfect, it's have or has plus not plus third form of the word. All right then, what do you think for number three? Let's check your answers. I have not finished, and that's correct. I haven't finished this exercise. Very good. Number four, the children not see that film at the cinema. Your ideas for number four. Well, oh, we're almost at the finish, by the way. Some different ideas if it's hasn't seen or haven't seen. Right then, and this is haven't seen because children, this word is in plural, so that's why we use it with haven't. And number five, finally, guys, you and not make the cake. Let's write this one. Let's finish this exercise. I'm pretty sure we can do this. You haven't made a cake, the cake. You have already written this. Cool. And that's correct. Nice work, everybody. So we've got 10 in A and we've got 5 in B. In total, this is 15. So you can count how many correct answers you've got for these two exercises. I'm pretty sure that you can have 15 out of 15. But if you have less, don't worry. We're just learning this stuff, and I'm pretty sure that you can do better next time. And now it's time for us to do a Q&A, questions and answers about this grammar, present perfect tense. And I'm here for you to answer your questions, any questions you've got about this grammar. So just go ahead, write your questions in the chat. But if you have no questions, then please let me know. Just write, I have no questions. I don't have any questions, or maybe just send a minus, and then I can understand that we can move on to our vocabulary part. So, guys, I'm waiting a little bit, maybe for a minute, to see if you have questions or not, and then we can move on. Okay, as far as I can see, you're writing some minuses that you have no questions, and that's pretty cool. So it means that we can move on. And now, guys, it's time for us to work with the vocabulary. And as I've told you before, we are talking about the environment words, or the words about ecology, about the nature, the stuff that surrounds us in our life. And here is the task. We need to think how many words about environment we can find in this creative words. So here you have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to think and write your words. They can be in different directions, like up and down, from left side to the right side, or from the right side to the left side. It's kind of different. So, yeah, just go ahead and write as many environment words as you can find. Right then, cannot see them yet, actually, but I'm waiting for them so much. First, animals. Yes. Plant. That's true. Plant again. Everybody found the word plant. Okay, cool. Life. Nice. Animals, we have already mentioned this. Save. I'm not gonna read the words that we have already mentioned, okay? Sky. I don't remember if I read this one. Okay. There are some other words, like longer words. Not only plant, sky, life. Oh, you've got TV. Oh, if it's your environment, then you can say so, but we are talking about nature mostly. So, like, this words. Okay, then. Earth. Pretty good. We have 2 minutes left. Oh, server. I think there is another word. It's like, oh yeah, it's not really about environment, but this word it's here. But maybe something at the beginning of this word, and that's gonna be another word. All right, guys, we don't have much time. T. Oh, guys, we're talking about environment words. Planet. Okay. Let's focus on environment words, not some other kinds of words such as T, us, TV, and so on. Oh, you have found some names. Cool. Alright, 30 seconds more. I think we have found only a half of these words. Well, time is up actually, and we need to see uh, the real words. So here they are: planet, preserve, nature, environment, reduce, recycle, reuse, repurpose, replant, plants, animals, trees, life, earth, grass, sky, land, ocean, conserve, it's not server, it's conserve, save, help, soil, air, water, and trash. So as you can see, some of these words you have mentioned them, but not all of them. So maybe you can have a look at this grid of words and you can find some other examples. All right, then. And now it's time for us to be vocabulary professionals. And here we need to look at the pictures and label them with the words. So, first of all, the words decrease, eco friendly, environment, fossil fuels, global warming, greenhouse gas, grow, increase, organic, pollution, produce, and run out. So, guys, you can write what you think we have in the first picture. Mm, guys, we are talking about this exercise now. We're going to move to this one later. Here, this picture. Maybe I'll help you. Everything is green here and everything is like good for our ecology. So maybe this can ring a bell to you. So what do you think? Maybe let me help you with this one. And you can write number one and you can write the word from the box. So number one, I can help you. And I would say that this is, I'm going to write in red actually. Eco-friendly. Yeah, why not? Number two, write your ideas in the chat. What word we can use here? What do you think? Produce, but produce it's gonna be about some other things. All right, then you're writing some other numbers. Five, pollution. Well, actually, yeah. So I think we can write number five. That's pollution. That's right. So if you want to talk about some other things, like not only one by one, you can still write this stuff. It's not a problem. Global warming, you think it's two, but I would say that you see some cases coming to like there is the sphere that covers the earth, and there is the sun, and these sun rays they are falling into the ground, and there are some cases. So maybe I would say that it's something different. Six, run out. Yeah, definitely run out if you don't have much of something. All right then. Number two, I would say that it's greenhouse gas, like gases coming from there, like this way. And what about number 10? Maybe this one can be global warming because you can see that the earth looks really hot and there's even a temperature like super, super red. So I would say that global warming is here. Yeah. Then, guys, let's write about some other things. We've got 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. Number 3, you think it's organic? Um, but there is the cycle. I think it's about the cycle of a life of a plant. And this plant, it's like another word. What does this plant do? So I would say that it's grow. So uh, plant grows here. Right. What about number 4 and 7? These words are actual antonyms. So like opposite words, they have different meaning. So let's try to find what words can have totally different meaning. All right then. So 4, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. Guys, let's write about the things that we haven't mentioned yet. The words that we don't really have, like the pictures with no words yet. All right, then, maybe let me help you with this stuff. Number 8, it's like really about nature. All right, number 4, you say it's increase. Yes, that's right. And if number 4 is increase, then number 7 is decrease. And that's true. Number 8, something around us. And of course, it's environment. And let's talk about 9, 11, and 12 finally. And we've got only organic, produce, and fossils. So, yeah, number 9, it's of course it's fossils. That's right. You're right. And we've got two more, organic and produce. Let's choose what is organic, 11 or 12, and what is produce. Yeah, and sure, 11, it's organic because we've got some things with no pollutants and so on. And number 12, it's produce. Mm, you're doing great. Nice work, everybody. All right, and now let's do the next exercise. Let's match the words and the pictures and the definitions. So the words are gas, grass, factory, and source. Definitions: a place where they produce a large number of things, place or person or thing that something comes from, green plant that cows, sheep, etc. eat, and type of fuel for cars, buses, and etc. So you can say the number of the word, like guess, then the number of the picture, and then the letter that we've got here. So guess you think it's number 4, and that's right. But now let's say what letter we can have here. And you think it's C? Maybe something different. Okay. So I would say it's D. Gas, it's a type of fuel for cars, buses, etc. What about grass? That's another one. Write in the chat where we've got grass and what definition can go with this one. And yeah, that's right. Grass is pictured too. And also letter and letter C. Yes, green plant that cows, sheep, or other animals eat. That's true. Very good. And we've got two more words, factory, source, and that's it actually. So where is factory? Yeah, that's true. It's the second picture. And factory, it's a, you're right. It's a place where they produce large number of things. So the source, it's the third picture, and also it's a place, person, or thing that something comes from. So source of energy, for example, sun energy or wind energy or water energy or whatever. All right, then we're doing really great, and it's time for us to have vocabulary Q&A. So, guys, if you have questions, then go ahead. I'm here to answer your questions about the vocabulary, the words that we have learned. And if you have no questions, then just write a minus, please. I need to see if you have questions. All right, then I can see some minuses, and that's pretty good. So it means that we can move on. And now it's time for us to play a little bit. We're gonna play Kahoot today, and this Kahoot will be with some present perfect stuff. So, guys, if you have a phone to play Kahoot right now, send a plus in the chat, please. And if you don't have a phone, you can write your answers in the chat here in under the video of the webinar. So here it is. I'm opening it. We're gonna play this part teach with our some of our players. And here it is. Here's the link. I'm gonna add it here, paste here. Yeah, and you can join and just type in your password and then your name. Right then. So guys, First person here, cool. What about others? Are you going to be in the chat? Okay, the second player. Oh, we have so different names, but let's use our maybe emojis or English nicknames. But the nickname Pilmin sounds really strong. And cactus. Right, guys. What about others? Are you going to play in writing some stuff in the chat? Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. I'm waiting for other players to. Okay, 4 players now. 5 players. Cool. So I think that I should start. Okay, so if you haven't joined, then you can join during this um, game. And we're starting. If you can't join, just write your answers in the chat. So first of all, let's look at the picture and say if it's true or false. The boy has fallen. All right, and that's true. And people with this answer, they go first. Right, nice work. True or false? The cat has fallen asleep. Okay, then, and that was true. Yay. Next one. Look at the picture and choose the correct answer. The woman has not taken a shower. The woman has taken a shower. And of course, the woman has taken a shower. All right, nice results. So here we need to look at the picture and choose the correct option. It has rained, it is raining, it hasn't rained, and it will rain. Of course, it has rained. That's true. All right, then. Next one. We need to choose have, had, is, or has. And correct answer here is has. My congratulations. They taken a picture has, hasn't, will, or have. Okay, guys, and it's have. That's right. All right, so it's time to see our results. So Diana, 5 out of 6, third place. Pilmin, 5 out of 6, second place. And Cactus, 6 out of 6, first place. And we've got runners up, Asman, and also this dancing girl, if we can say so. All right, nice work, everybody. Okay, and now it's time for us to move to our next part. And I'll show you one interesting thing that you're going to do next time. So here it is. I hope that you know what it is a project. A project is something that you create with your own hands, with your own um, imagination, and so on. And you're going to create your own project about environment. And here, you'll need to think about environment, maybe how you can save the environment, what things you can do to save it, and show it with some pictures, with some schemes, or some other things. You can see examples here, like we can touch the world, like reduce, reuse, and recycle, drink less and recycle, watch less television, save water, and some other stuff. Or maybe this nice picture was I care, like I care about my planet, or what we can reduce, what we can reuse, what we can recycle, and what we can do in general to help our planet be clean, be healthy, and be good for us. So one more time, you're creating this project about environment, and this can be in any form. You can have some pictures, you can take photos, you can make a video, anything you like, but this must be about environment. Then you'll need to do it in a week. So next week, at the beginning of next webinar, we're going to look through your projects, we're going to comment them, and so on. And here is where you'll need to upload this um, sorry, this project. Now here is the link. One second. Here is the link, and you need to follow this link, and you'll open this folder. And in this folder, you will have to upload your projects, but please write your name. So it's going to be easier for me to understand who it is. And then to upload this project here, you just need to click on "Создать" if it's in Russian, and then "Загрузить файлы." It's really easy. So then you choose the file that you need there, and it's loading there, so you can see it here. I'm gonna delete my file, so it's like it's unnecessary to have it there. So yeah. So one more time, what you're doing for the next time, and you have 1 week for this. Projects about environment in any form you like: pictures, photos, videos, anything. You're uploading it into this folder. The link is in the chat, but you can also have it in the private messages a little bit later. I'm gonna send this link. And I hope that you're going to do some interesting projects and they will be very good. And now it's time for us to say goodbye. So today we worked with the grammar, present perfect, and also the words about the environment. I hope that you're going to have a really nice project about the environment, and we're going to see how well you worked uh, during the next webinar. So wish you to have really nice weekend and really nice week. See you on Friday. Goodbye.